Hey everyone, welcome back to another video with Solo and Sully. Just a little update on the last video I put up. If you were one of the unlucky ones to see it, I had to take it down immediately. I was, if you watched it, one of the few watched it, you'd see that the reason why I shouldn't drink, but yeah, it completely puts me in a depressing state of mind. With everything going on with the mother and stuff, I just ended up breaking down. And apparently I mentioned in it that I was going to take the alternative route out of this planet. But the cops ended up knocking on the door at like 7:30 in the morning, and they watched it and they ended up realising how much of a mistake I made. So I just wanted to apologise, say sorry, and hopefully I didn't offend anyone too much or upset anyone with the video too much. But yeah, look, my mother forgot who I was there only a couple of weeks ago for her first time. It's just a hard thing to accept. The dementia, it's no joke. I said it before, I'd rather be diagnosed with cancer any day of the week. But I have an appointment at the end of the month. Hopefully I get to talk to somebody about it. And, I suppose, even if you're a grown male adult like myself, there's no harm in asking for help, And it is there. You might have to wait a little while on it, but it is there. And yeah, sorry again for doing that, but I had to take it down. It was the right thing to do. Anyway, I'm gonna chill out here. I'm in the hammock for a while. I cleared a little patch here, and I cleared a little patch. Put the hammock up. Might put the tarp up. Probably not needed. I have the Cloud 71 with me today from Dutchware Gear, and gonna make a cup of tea. I had to tie Solo to the tree, which I'm not happy about doing, because if I fall asleep in the hammock, which I'll make sure I don't do, he could wrap himself around it. I don't want him to do that. So what I've been doing is, at different locations, I've bought these really heavy stakes. They're like a foot long, and I was making mini Dyneema loops, putting them into the eyelet in the stake, and I was burying them in each different places I go to kind of chill out. And I buried them in each place in certain locations, so I could just bring the tie out lid, and I wouldn't have to bring the heavy stake and the mallet each time, and I wouldn't have to back brake pulling it out every time. So I decided to bury them in all the locations. They come in a 12 pack, so I used 7 of them, and I put 7 Amsteel 764 Amsteel continuous loops on them, and I buried them in the ground. And 2 were after going missing on me. I don't know how, because they were well buried, even the loop. So I buried the stake all the way into the ground, and then I buried the loop in the soil. So unless, because of the storms or whatever, the loop ended up surfacing and somebody seen it and decided to pull it out. But I'll show you now, this is where I hid it, out of the way, so he wouldn't wrap himself around the tripod. So that's one of the places where I stashed one. And I've been digging there for ages, and it's just not there. I even used the magnet off the Mic Mini to see if I could detect the stake. Couldn't. Over here, this is the patch I just cleared I moved all the debris. So I'm gonna sling the hammock up here. I might put the tarp up, I might not, it's not meant to rain, but I could put it up and have it in the snake skin. If need be, I can deploy it fast enough, But yeah, and I have a new iron jumper with me, merino wool, super heavyweight one. And I have the Sparrow 16 bag. That's the Maxpedition pouch for the phone. And I have my battery kit, stuff for the cameras, accessories in there, batteries and whatever. The Maxpedition dumb pouch, that's for my underquilt. The Peak Design, the O-light. It's a red light, bicycle light. New merino wool hat. and merino wool gloves. Or they're not merino wool, they're straight off the sheep's back wool, scratchy, but they're lined with fleece. It's alright. And so I'm travelling light today. Sparrow 16 litre bag, Sparrow 16, all the molly strapping on it, max expedition, and merino wool all around. This jumper now, I don't know, I might send it back. It's a bit scratchy. So I have to wear the, I have another merino wool one at home for lounging around the house, and you can just wear a t-shirt underneath it and it's fine. It's not scratchy or anything, it's really soft. That one, I have to wear my smart wool base layer underneath. Cover my arms, just scratchy. So I don't know how much merino wool. I don't know what the story is there, but anyway, let's get set up and I'll chat to you about a little bit more about what happened and options that are available out there in case you might be in the same similar situation to myself. What I did, share what I did. So if you're in the public sector or the private sector, obviously two completely different reactions you're going to get from them. It's like if you book an appointment for any cosmetic dental work, they're going to make sure that you're going to be there for that appointment. They're going to ring you 2 weeks before, the day before, second day before. They're going to make sure you're going to be there. If not, they'll fill that appointment slot with somebody who's a paying customer. Solo. And this thing about this rope, look, you have to always keep your eye on it. And whereas the public sector, they give you an appointment, you might have to wait 6 months or whatever. And they sit, and there's no follow-up. They don't make sure, like in the private sector, that you're going to be there. So what happens to that slot? That's because I've been honest, my mind is a bit cloudy at the moment, and I'm not one to immediately book it into my Google Calendar, so to speak, you know. So I'd say a lot of people are in the same boat, and a lot of appointments are missed. What happens to that? Do they just have an extra long tea break because they get paid anyway off the public sector, or what? Like, but I think something needs to change in that department. Oh, you see, there's more dogs. All right, they're on or off the leash. They're all right. They're used to know Alsatians. So it's okay. It's okay. Good boy. But I'm a bit pissed now. Anyway, I'm finished talking about all that stuff. Right? I'm sorry. Reset button. Obviously, the alternative will never be an option for me. My mind is much stronger to that, especially when I'm sober, and I need to be there for my mother. And I know the answers to all my problems aren't going to be found at the end of a bottle of alcohol. I'm going to wake up in the morning and they'll all still be waiting for me there, and anyway, all them problems. So here's another few dogs. So yeah, just, you know, don't give up. Ask for help. You will get it. We have to wait a while, but you will get it. And that's that, right? I'm done talking about that. Moving on. So what I'll do is, yeah, set this gear up. I might give that stake another route. See if I can find it. They weren't expensive. It's just the fact that the Amstel loop, continuous loop, cost more than the packet of 12 stakes themselves. And it was well hid. It has to be there somewhere. But might give that another dig. And look, I don't know where we're going to go from here, but I'm not going to stop doing what I love, and that's this, getting out here. This is one of my favourite places. They're probably my two favourite trees here to hang this hammock from. I love this area, especially in the summertime. The canopy, it's kind of burning off now. Loads of deadfall when I got here. This area full, so I wouldn't want any of them falling on my tarp. Windy day, I'd say that possibly. There's loads of loose bits stuck in the branches, ready to fall. All over the place, look. Big ones like this. Yeah, I always look up, inspect the situation. You're going to be lying under the unpredictable elements. There's loads of loose branches that I can't reach there, ready to fall. A gust of wind and they're coming down straight onto your expensive tarp. Tons of them. Come on, Solo, let's untangle it. This good boy. I'm gonna have to watch out for this. I'll be in and out of the hammock now all the time. Whereas the stake over there was out of the way, and I had it there on purpose. And I had the tripod set up. You wouldn't wrap around the tripod and then end up face planting the camera into the ground. So here, I don't know. Let's see. Sling the jumper up there. Cool. This is a new Aran wool hat. I like. Okay. Tree huggers and hammock ready to go. First to come out of the pack. Looking forward now to just relaxing, chilling out in the hammock for a while. Had a big storm there recently. Had to take the gazebo down out the back garden. It's on the deck. Have it permanently screwed to the deck with the weights hanging out of it as well, so stop the frames from squeaking. But on the storm, the frame will hold up to the storm, any storm that we've had so far. But what happens is the canopy ends up ripping, and so yeah, I have to take it down. It rips all the seams and the stitching, so I have to take it down. This whoopee sling was pulled in all the way. I don't know how that happened. Right. Definitely gonna look for that stake a little longer, so I can remove Solo from the tree. Don't like him staked to that tree. Hope nobody downloaded that video now. It's somewhere on the net. Come back to haunt me, that might. When I first started, I was bracing myself for all bad comments and bullies and stuff like that. And it ended up that it could be my own doing to come back and haunt me. Oh well, whatever will be, will be. I'll deal with it at the time if it happens. Yeah. There you go. Let's put the foot end a bit higher than the head end. Probably a bit too low. Yeah, way too low. Oh, at the end there. It's way too high. Okay, let me see. Yeah, that's pretty nice. It's nice. All right, bud. How you doing? Hello. He's a good boy. You bum rub, do you? Love the bum rubs, don't you? You love a bum rub. He's a good boy. Got these new hand wipes as well on Amazon. I was using them alcohol wipes. I always carry a few on me. These things here. But not good for your hands. Like, they dry them out, the alcohol. So I got these new ones and they're kind of moisturizer. This moisturizer kills 99.99, one of these, but there is a moisturizer in it. Sinelli wipes or something they're called. Hold on, I'm pulling out. Find one here, I'm pulling out, show you. These guys, although I can't even pronounce the ingredients on the back, all these mad names. I'm going to use it now after petting Solo, so I don't rub my nose. Every time I pet Solo and then rub my nose, I get this mad infection in it. Very sore they are too. I think they say you touch your face hundreds of times without knowing during the day, like it's without knowing. You all of a sudden you're rubbing your eye or your nose, or I'll put that in there for waste. Get 4 pegs for the ground sheet, which is Hammock gear, Dyneema. Come on, that was the last stake I'd pull out. Look, I have 3, just need one more single, and it's the last one. Look, come on here. Solo, relax, will you? Every dog. On the way in here, I was talking on the camera. I forgot to press record. I have to do the intro again. Didn't realise. I'd say that's about good. So, tea. Did I bring the burner? Come on. Yeah. Right. Underquilt. Do you know what? I'm going to leave the underquilt for a while because I'm sweating. I think a little bit of cool breeze on my butt. I didn't bring the, my dad made me on the lathe. Don't know if you'd see the grain on it. Gorgeous, isn't it? I forget the name of wood as well. It is. Forget the name of it. So I might drill a hole through here, put a continuous loop on it. So hold on it, just for bracing pit bulls off my dog, or banging stakes in, or whatever. But the mallet and the stake. Stakes are solid, they're stainless steel, they're heavy suckers. And the mallet and the stake weighs over 1 kilo on its own. That's why I said I'd bring them, bury them, and all I have to bring then is a tie-out cable with Dyneema, and it's the brass 80mm snaps, swivel snaps on the end that weighs the most in that. So another tip as well, I found the hang time hook. If you have the hang time, one of the hang time hooks, I converted mine to the magnet instead of the original squeezy setup it comes to. If you have a bug net on your hammock, it will hold the two sides of your phone and hold it steady on the hang time hook. But if you've no bug net like I have here, you can see the way it's swinging side to side, and you can never keep it steady. So if you're watching it, it's really annoying. You just put a weight on it like that, like a monkey's tail. Like a monkey's tail keeps them balanced on a tree. That's what the monkey's tail is for. And you put it there, and then it might swing a little bit, but it will settle down. And then if you want to steady it, you just have to touch that with one finger. It's like when you're pouring your paint. You pull the stick up to see its consistency after stirring it. Put your finger on your hand to hold your arm steady, and you'll see the continuous strip to see if it's the right consistency. If it's oil and you mix white spirits in it, for example, and you want to get it to a certain consistency, that's how you do it. Your finger on your arm to steady your arm. I'm wearing my old boots today with the BOA system on it. It's in the hammock. Just take them off quick without the laces. Swing them on and off easy. But on the other boots, I know I'm always going on about this, and I always say that I don't like zips bopping around on backpacks, loose change in pockets, keys in pockets rattling, or squeaky shoes or boots, hiking boots. And my new boot developed a squeak in the left one. They're broken in, and they are really, really comfortable. They're well broken in by now. I've done tons of miles in them, and the creases are where they need to be. They're not cracked or anything, saturated in dubbing. So they're well broken in, and the left one has developed a squeak. So I went on to chat GPT 5, and I asked what are the common reasons for it, and they said it could be a little gap in the heel, moisture might have got in, and then they did mention a new boot, but as I said, it's well broken in. What it was, I found out what it was. It was at the top part of the boot, it's leather, and the tongue is leather, and it was friction, squeaking, rubbing off itself. So I just put some more dubbing on it, and hopefully that'll work. But I didn't wear them today. I wore these because I knew I was going to be in and out of the hammock, so I can take them on and off quick enough. I'll bring it a bit closer anyway. I'll make a cup of tea. Now, boots off. Here. Hold on. Let's see if I get it all in the shot. Here, come here. What's this? Water. It's fucking roasting that hat actually. He's a good boy. Solo, here, come here. Hope everybody's well anyway. Looking forward to Halloween. I know I am. It used to be my favourite. Even before Christmas, I used to love Halloween. I used to dress up all in black, do the wall job in the back of the houses. You start at one end, make it to the other. The wall job. Jumping through everybody's back garden. All the dogs chasing you. All the lights going on. A load of kids jumping over your back wall. Rallying through the gardens. There's Robin. Hello, Robin. You find my steak, will you? It's too hot for a cup of tea now. Nosy Robin, huh? Oh, let me just rest the elbows. Yeah, don't need. I forgot my pillow. Oh, use my jumper, couldn't I? Yeah, I could use my jumper, all right. Too hot for a cup of tea. Eucalyptus tree came down there a few seasons ago. There's been people chipping away at it. There's a cut nearly all the way through, but I don't have my saw with me. What was it, the Mora? Got it years ago, twin pack. Got a knife and a saw. Swedish, is it? The Mora. The pruning saw and the knife combo kit. I bent the top of the blade though. I think once you kink it, that's it. It'll never be fully right again, you know. I think that's why they sell the blades separate. It's a common thing to happen. You have to have your technique down. Yeah, I kinked it. Put a kink in it. Great saw though. Can't justify getting a silky. Too big anyway for the back. Day pack, the backpack. It's like to have one in case you come across things like that. If I had it with me, I would have finished the cut on the way home because it looks fairly dry. And the eucalyptus, Australian tree, one of the hardest woods. I've got a big chunky yew down here as well before. And yeah, I would have, if I had saw with me, I would have finished the cut and brought it home, but I'll make sure I bring it next time. I'll grab it on the way home. Have to be careful though in the car. I learned the hard way. I put logs, like I normally do with things. I put a big log in the back of the car once. I remember I was turning a corner, not even going that fast, and the thing just flipped, wrecked the side of the car. Inside it, put a big dent in it. Yeah, you tie that stuff down. Or jam it in, even to pull the seat all the way back. Jam it in. Put the log on the ground. Jam the seat forward. Hold it in place. It's a good place to put it as well. Depending on what size it is. Don't think I'll have the tea. Everything there. I looked up Windmaster. The Soto Windmaster. I'll just make a cup of tea just to use that. I just do use with some cold water at the moment. Keep my eye on Solo. He wrapped himself around the tree once already. Well pissed that that steak is gone. And now I'm after revealing my secret. Doesn't matter now, because from now on I'm just going to bring a steak kit with a mallet. I see an MSR have a mallet, weighs 350 grams, but I'm wondering what it's going to be like pounding a solid steel foot long steak into the ground, because the mallet I had, my dad's, was over, his father owned it for him, and it's over 50 years old, so in case I lose it or leave it behind, I don't want to be bringing that, because I thought I lost it there once. I felt terribly guilty over it, and then I found it in the shed. But that weighs nearly 500 grams, and the steak needs pounding into the ground. You have to really put some elbow grease into it. So, but yeah, it weighs over a kilo. I suppose on short trips it's not going to matter. But it'll take up space and weight, and they don't really need. So I might just choose some new locations to bury. I'll try it one more time. In this location, I'll bury it, and I'll make another one, bury it. Although I don't know, it has to be there somewhere. It has to be there. There's no way somebody found that. I had it well hidden. There's no way somebody found it. Maybe I'm just digging in the wrong place, but I had it marked, so I'm not. The YouTube algorithm's not gonna like me, I'll tell you that much. Hardly ever put videos up now. I go on these little I'll probably now end up putting about 3 videos up now in a couple of weeks. Then I just stop for a while, and the weather gets bad, and you just can't get motivated, you procrastinate, other stuff comes up, and life happens, you know. So there ends up being a huge gap at certain points between videos, and we all know the algorithm does not like that. So I don't expect the channel to grow very much in any significant amount in any way or form. But I don't care. I'm still gonna keep making them. Keeps my mind busy. That's when I first had my first couple of slips on the beer. I used to have my fires in my fire spots, and then when my mum got sick, I said, right, I'm gonna have to bring the fire spot to the house. So I made camp kitchen out the back. I got the gazebo for the commercial one, the Pop 50 it's called, the biggest one you can get, the widest one so it can be up in heavy winds. And I put that up, screwed it to the deck, and then I also have the weights for each corner with a length of Dyneema, and I made continuous loops for them as well to wrap around the weight, and the 80mm brass snaps on the length of a dog bone, huge dog bone, and I have them hanging out of each corner as well, like to stabilize the frame so it doesn't squeak in the high winds. And I got a propane gas burner and I got a Ridge Monkey, the small and the large one for cooking on, and the gas burner for the propane burner for the stove or whatever. And then I was gonna buy one of them Solo fires, the smokeless ones, but they're too expensive and they're too high up. So I like the fire low to the ground so you can get the heat on your legs. Whereas if you want that effect with the Solo stoves, to get the heat deflector and all, it costs only about 600 quid. Ridiculous. So I made one. I think I bought it for €11 in a place called Mr. Price here in Dublin. and I cut the legs off it and I jigged it, made a little jig out of it, and I got a fireproof mat for the deck, and I had a patio slab that I put over the mat and then put the fire pit that was suspended above the ground on 3 legs underneath it. And then I got a fire windshield. I bought that before I found the, or after I found the keg one, but I had the keg one stashed for exterior fires, but I ended up bringing it home. But I have a wind guard that's perfect anyway for the stove cooking on that and for the fire. So I have both. And then the smoke was annoying a few people, so I had to stop because I couldn't sit there and comfortably and enjoy. Like I had my magic arm, Manfrotto magic arm, with a tablet holder hanging out of the gazebo, my Bose Bluetooth speaker, cool setup, right? And then my camping chair with my the Dutchware gear, is Robin again. The Dutchware gear cover for to insulate the back of it, and with the up insulation, and a cool setup. Fire kept me busy. I was always looking around on hikes for wood to bring home. Kept my mind busy. I'd be sourcing the wood, processing the wood for the fire, building a fire. So it was something to look forward to, or just something about looking into an open fire. Any positive decision or thought or idea I've ever had was staring into an open fire in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, it's another thing that just kept my mind busy, like the YouTube channels. But I stopped doing it because it was annoying. The smoke was annoying certain people, so I couldn't sit there comfortably anymore, knowing that I was annoying somebody else. Whereas there's other people that I brought attention to of certain things they were doing that was annoying me, and my mother. Actually made my mother cry twice with the noise. Some noise thing we have with noise, my whole family nearly. It's just everything's amplified. Sounds. That's why I like it. Sitting here, I'm rocking in my hammock in nature with natural sounds, the birds, the wind blowing through the trees, not inanimate objects. So, anyway, when they found out that it annoyed me, they intensified the noise. Like, that's my definition of an evil person. Really annoyed me. Selfish, self-centered to the core. Self-centered to the core. There's people out there like that. Just so, as well with the situation in the house and my mother, and then the stress over that. It's just everything was just came to a head there. I think that might have influenced why I made that last video. But yeah, ever since I stopped having the fires, I just drifted back into a dark hole, into a dark forest, and the clear path has been lost. Forget who can quote that, who said that. I remember reading that before years ago. I find myself in a dark forest for the clear path was lost. But it's true what they say about the drink. I remember he said this quote from Mark Renton: "It's not getting it out of your mind that's the problem, or it's not getting it out of your body that's the problem. It's getting it out of your mind." I can totally relate to that. It's not getting it out of your body that's the problem. It's getting it out of your mind. I suppose that's why some people can just go out, have a few beers and weekend and get up for work in the Monday morning and that be that. But I always used to push the barriers in that department. Yeah, stopped in 2010. I had a good gap. So I was devastated when I had my first little slip. Start from scratch all over again. Just looking at me jumper there. Should probably pull it down, use it as a pillow. There's things crawling all over on the tree, look. Oh no. Hopefully still recording. See the screen? Don't even know if I'm still recording, talking to myself. If that was the GoPro now, I'd be definitely talking to myself, talking to the tree. I might invest in one of the solo stoves so it's smokeless and it doesn't bother anyone. Get the fire buzz going back again. Any night it's not windy, could have one, couldn't I? And the best part about it wasn't just the fire; it was a fire slash barbecue. So I'd have the fire, right, and then when it burned out the coals, I used to get these huge potatoes, cut an X in them or a cross in them, just put butter, salt, and pepper, wrap them in tin foil, bury them in the coals, and an hour later, before the coals were fully burnt out, that was the highlight of the night. You were left with a lovely, massive, floury baked potato. So it wasn't just the fire element; it was the barbecue. Like so, in America, when I lived in Boston, we used to have cook out the back during the winter all the time. To fire the grill up on the deck, it's gas, and cook your steak on that, and maybe boil a few vegetables on the gas stove in the kitchen. But you kind of used it all year round. It was a normal thing to do. So I kind of brought that back to Ireland, to Dublin with me, that habit. And also, it doesn't stink up the house as well. You cook outside. I don't like all the small house we live in. The smell in the kitchen sometimes smells would kind of annoy me as well, certain things. And I don't like them drifting up into my bedroom onto my pillow smelling like a bleeding cheeseburger. Yeah, no, cook outside. If possible. Might have to put the underquilt on. I might put my jumper on. Now, shouldn't I, in the hammock with the jumper on, stretch it, the wool, ruin it? I will get it though as a pillow. Oh, that's why I had the boots. Hey, Solo. Who's a good boy? Oh, where's the jumper? Where's your water? Look. Here. It's a gorgeous jumper though, isn't it? Forget what they call it. I think that's the honeycomb, the cable. Yeah. They all signify something for different each county in Ireland. But I normally just go with the Aran wool or the merino wool because it's softest. I don't like the wool straight off the sheep's back. Well, I'm not going looking for the steak today. Do you know what? I've that much of an obsessive nature that I can't let that go, that steak. I'm going to end up seeing if anybody has a metal detector or something and find it. It's annoying me now. There's no way anybody could have found that. And it's one of the reasons I permanently put them there, which I thought was going to be permanent, was because they're really hard to pull out of the ground. And my back, ever since I fell off a ladder painting houses years ago, over 10 years ago now, and it's never been right since. If I bend down on my knees and I start messing around, skirting boards or whatever, I stay there too long. I just find it really hard to get back up. Agony, just kind of back left side of my my back of the spine at the bottom. Pure agony. So I try and avoid getting myself into situations like that. But the pain would be like 9 out of 10, 10 being the worst. And I'm not a big fan of having to take the painkiller things, you know. I don't, well, I used to be able to say, I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I cut my own hair. A friend of mine always said that. It was funny when he said that to me the first time. Broke my ass laughing. Don't drink, I don't smoke, and I cut my own hair. Funny. What do you see? What is it, Sol? Hey, hey. It's okay. It's okay. What time is it? Oh, 4:25. 4:25. You don't want to catch that solo, it's a wasp. So if he wraps himself around the tree, I'll have to get out of the sweet spot of the hammock, unwrap it. Keep my eye on him. We're kids, used to have bonfires everywhere. Halloween. Don't have them anywhere now. Or like have one for the area, it's organised. The council. We were kids, just used to collect pallets and used to have them around everywhere. Local fields, no matter where you went. If there's any open field, there'd be a bonfire there. Size of a 3-decker house. Be burning for about 3 days. The fire brigade couldn't keep up. There was that many of them. The fire brigade couldn't keep up. Put them all out. Finished school, brought home, dumped the school bag, changed out of the uniform, ground collecting mud out of skips. Doing a new version of it now as an adult, I'm still doing it, but having them out in my back garden. I bought a bag of wood there. I'm still going through the beach from the last few videos I've seen. If you've seen the other videos I had on the coast, I was using beach that it was 50-year-old plank my dad had in his shed. Processed it on the bandsaw. I'm still working my way through that, but I also bought a bag of it's called the African name camel deering, camel thorn, and it's really hard wood, but it is, yeah, it burns forever. I got a small bag of that, so I could have a mix of that with the beach, fire at the back. And get that going again. I might invest in it. So, but the only thing put me off about the solo stove is you can't have fire without smoke. It's gonna, when you first light it, it's gonna smoke until it gets to a certain temperature, and but when it's below the rings, it gasifies or whatever. The smoke goes, and then the heat, but the heat just goes straight up. I want it low to the ground, so it's the concept. I'm not mad about it. I mean, it's great that there's no smoke and stuff, but I'd like to try one out first. I'm not even going to pull the I could do it the under quilt on. I'm not going to pull it out, deploy it, because I'm going to split soon and go home, pack up, go home. Might bring Solo out to the coast later. A little dusk night hike. No, It's a wasp solo. You don't want to catch that, buddy. Oh, you're tangled again, are you? Go on, step over it. So I don't have to get out. I'm gonna check this, see if it's still recording. I think I can see a little. I have to set it for the screen to go off when it's recording, so. Oh, it is. Oh, we're down to the last little dickler of it. We're in the red on the battery. So yeah, I'm gonna change it. 57 minutes. I'm gonna change the battery. I'll go back to you then, alright? And we're back. I've got that battery in time. 57 minutes, 4K, high bit rate, 25p. One battery. Can't ask for better than that. Small little device. And when I pulled the battery out, it wasn't even hot. Impressive DJI. Impressive. You wouldn't even get 15 minutes out of a GoPro Hero 10 with that. Them settings. I love the Cloud 71 Hammock. You can see through it. You can see who's coming. They can't see you looking now on the other side. Yeah, you can see what's coming. Let's see if there's any heavy dogs come running over for Solo. Bite his head off. 2 jumpers now. 2 Aaron merino wool jumpers with one with a hood and one without. Although, as I said, this one's not really as soft. I can even feel it on the back of my neck there. It's a bit itchy and scratchy for my liking. Heavyweight merino wool sweater. Jumper. Here's an old Cocker Spaniel. Off the lead. Coming straight over for Solo. Hey, hey, come here. Solo, come here. Here. You're gonna face, no, stay, sit. Gonna face plant the camera. He's wrapped himself around the tripod. That wasn't staked in, now it'd be gone. Now, there you go. Right here. We'll put the old Gansey on. Oh yeah. What should I say? Sitting around. I'll leave that in. I'll pack this up. Okay, everybody. Hey. All right, everybody, I'm gonna leave it there for this video. Hey, come here. There's the tripod gone again. Sit. I'll leave it there for this video. Thanks for watching. And look, if it's your first time watching it and you want to subscribe, that'd be great. Like the video, share it. All them good things. Much appreciated. And have a great Halloween if I don't see you before then. I'll catch you again in another video. From Solo and Sully. Over and out.